Hello, I'm Jo Cohen and welcome to the Cine Guide, where we remind you to get off the couch, leave the house and go sit in front of an even bigger screen. And this week there are plenty of good reasons to go to the movies. Ruby Sparks is about a young writer with writer's block who gets more than he bargained for in his search for words and love. And Hotel Transylvania, starring Adam Sandler, is the latest in school holiday fare. But first, law. A 15-year-old girl is forced to travel 500 miles across Germany to the safety of her grandmother's house. With her are her younger sister, twin brothers and a baby. The movie is set in those first chaotic days after the collapse of the Third Reich. The Führer is dead and Law, like her parents, is a Nazi.
Unser Führer ist tot, Laura.
Saskia Rosendahl is both vulnerable and formidable in the lead role. Along her journey, she strikes an uneasy alliance with a Jewish man, Thomas, and it is through this relationship that the complexity of her growth is most raw. You see the guilt, the beginnings of self-loathing, but also a strength, a burgeoning sexuality, and a conflict of belief. Though this film is in German, it was written and directed by Australian Cate Shortland, best known for her first feature, Somersault. In recent years, there have been many movies made about this dreadful slice of history, but what is so deeply unsettling and affecting about Law is that we see a different side, a young girl indoctrinated into a world where that which is unforgivable is truth, and yet we like her. Law is occasionally disjointed and at times a little implausible, but it is striking and beautiful and it tells a new story. It will leave you stunned, sitting in the dark while the credits roll, your mind sorting through all this pain and beauty that you've just seen. Go and see it, but be prepared to be affected. And what would the school holidays be without a 3D animation voiced by big-name stars and carrying a heart of gold message? This week's hyperball of frenetic fun is Hotel Transylvania, voiced by Adam Sandler and Selena Gomez.
Ever since she was born, I've wanted to protect my little mavis.
Dad, you said that when I turned 118, I could go out into the world like every other adult that gets to come and go from this hotel. But maybe wavy, it's not safe, blah, blah, blah.
Mavis dreams of growing up and moving out from under Daddy's overprotective cape. Her sheltered life will be turned upside down by the arrival of a hapless backpacker.
How did you find this place?
Oh, I was just mountain climbing and I heard this story about an awesome castle.
Hey, speaking of awesome, that cape thing is killing it!
Hotel Transylvania is sweet, inoffensive and has enough bum, fart and nose-picking wit to keep the under 4-foot set tickled pink. And parents will enjoy the occasional snort or chuckle as it barrels through its paces.
Now go and never return.
Wait, never return to the hotel?
What? Well, I just used my powers to erase your memory. I looked straight into your eyes.
Oh, maybe it's the contact lenses.
The what?
Here, let me just try and get them out real quick.
Oh, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Almost got it.
Ruby Sparks is one of those rare films that lulls you into thinking you are watching one sort of movie and then, out of nowhere, proves that Hollywood still has room for true originality. In this case, we start with the story of Calvin, a writer with writer's block.
I want to give you a writing assignment.
Can't write.
I'd like you to write a page. You think you could do that for me?
Can it be bad?
I'd like it to be very bad.
Inspiration strikes when from his dreams comes the character of Ruby Sparks. With every tap of his typewriter, Calvin falls deeper and deeper into his story.
Falling in love with her. That's wonderful. I can't fall in love with a girl I write. Why not? Because she's not real. Isn't she? No.
Calvin? I missed you in bed last night.
Calvin's life gets very complicated very fast.
Are you mad at me?
Ruby Sparks moves from rom-com to something quite magical to something a little like getting punched in the face. And quite frankly, that's how I like my movies.
You can make it do anything. For men everywhere. Tell me you're not gonna let that go to waste.
Just do it.
John!
Ruby.
Just don't tell me how it ends, okay?
Also opening this week, more school holiday picks with Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days, and The Whale, the true story of a young killer whale who befriends humans. That's all from me. Tune in next week when Brittany from Showtime will bring you another wrap-up of all the new films releasing at the cinema.